All right. So another really important topic that a lot of people always comment about, ask about, is supplements. What supplements should we take?
There are so many,
Oh my
so much
God.
stuff online that you
Too much.
are reading about, like supplements. What does this? What does that? What
You're
does
probably
this?
up until like 2 a.m. just reading what everybody else has been taking.
I know
and
I
has
did.
worked
I
for
would
them.
stay up all night and just
God, I
write down. I have like books and books of like supplements that I should be taking when I was trying to get pregnant. So it could be really overwhelming, I'm sure, and just a big cluster F.
Yeah, totally. I can imagine. I didn't do that when I got pregnant, luckily, but just hearing about it kind of gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I, for one, would just like for, a professional to tell me these are the things that you should concentrate on. These are the things that you should take, and don't worry about what everybody else is doing.
And the funny thing is that the OBGYNs and the reproductive endocrinologists, they don't advocate for supplements. They really don't. Like, when I go to them and they're like, I'm like, what about this supplement? What about this? They're like, yeah, I mean, you can take it. Like, but they're not a strong stance on, hey, take this supplement. It will do wonders for your reproductive system.
And I think to their, to come to their defense, it probably is just because they're really hyper-focused on a different goal, different path.
Yeah.
So that's why we are hyper-focused on really doing things that your body accepts, like natural things that your body really accepts and is not detrimental to your body, but also just supports overall health.
Yeah. And I think that's the best way that it functions instead of like something that's forced. Just basically, Sandra's falling off of a ball that she's sitting on. Basically, really supporting your body's natural function is kind of what the goal is, I think.
Totally.
So there's like a slew of supplements that you could be taking. We have some educational knowledge to know what the best ones are and the most important. We're not going to talk about all of them today, but I think we just wanted to highlight our top favorites.
Right. Yep. So one of them is a prenatal. So you might think like, why do I have to take a prenatal if I'm not pregnant yet? But the key is that there's really good nutrients in prenatal vitamins that really, if you think about it, these vitamins kind of help your body support a pregnancy. So why not take it before you get pregnant to get your body ready to be able to support the pregnancy?
Yeah. And, a lot of times our eggs develop in 3-month intervals. So I would say at least 3 months before you're trying, even probably more. I know when I was approaching my 30s, I would take a prenatal all the time, just because I know eventually I wanted to have babies. Yeah. So I would start as soon as you know that you want to start now.
Well, yeah, I mean, my doctor, Dr. Salva, shout out to Dr. Salva if you're watching, but she, I think, was such an advocate on me thinking about getting pregnant and getting my body ready before I was even really thinking about having kids.
Yeah.
I was approaching like 35, I think, when I started seeing her. She's my gynecologist, but she told me like get on the prenatals right away.
It's definitely important. And actually, prenatals will give you nice looking skin and nice looking hair and nice looking nails. And so just do it now. Just do it for beauty. You know what? I actually
maybe we just.
I think I'm going to start.
Yeah. There's no harm in it, right?
No.
So.
But one thing that's super important with your prenatal, a lot of people say, which one's the best prenatal, is to make sure that it has the methylated folate. So you can find that. You could look in the ingredients. We obviously have ones that are our favorites. If you need guidance on that, we could talk about that. But that's, I think, a big key ingredient that you need in your prenatal.
And then another supplement is DHEA, which I know I didn't know anything about prior to getting pregnant.
I actually, I didn't. I started doing research on DHEA obviously when I started trying to have a baby. So the thing about, some people will say, hey, get your DHEA checked in order to see if it's low, but our target clients basically are older. So and there's not like a huge detriment to adding DHEA. So we're gonna make the assumption. I made the assumption. I did have blood work, but I'm gonna make the assumption that as an older woman, you're most likely, except for in cases of PCOS, you're most likely would benefit from DHEA. And there's been some research that shows that it's really, really beneficial for an older woman to add the DHEA.
Because it helps with one thing that I didn't know, because I didn't really know much about DHEA, and what you should understand about it is that it helps with poor ovarian reserve and egg quality,
and which is what you find when you're an older woman trying to conceive. That happens naturally. Poor ovarian reserve happens when you age. It's one of the benefits of being a woman.
But again, there are some people don't realize that there's things that you can do for the egg quality and the ovarian reserve, and that's kind of what we talk about a lot throughout, our program. So, and then the other supplement that we do kind of push women to take is magnesium. And that just is critical for hormone balance and relaxation. So you take it at night, and you really want your body, the hormones to be balanced, for the overall space to really work and function properly. And I mean, who doesn't want to relax at the end of the night? I mean, I know I need to. And but I mean,
sleep.
And it, stress is a big thing too. So it can kind of help you with stress relief.
And by the way, sleep is also huge with balancing your hormones, like you said, with the melatonin. So melatonin increases your egg quality, and if you don't have enough sleep, your hormones will be affected. No one realizes this when they say, "Oh, get enough sleep, get enough sleep." It really, really affects your hormones. So we're not just saying like get enough sleep. There's scientific reasoning why you should get enough sleep so that you can have a balance of hormones when you're trying to conceive.
And that's a part of like a whole other
huge
topic of
lifestyle.
Which surprisingly, even some healthcare professionals don't really understand how some things that they're doing in their life could be really affecting the fertility. I think a lot more people are starting to be aware of their nutrition and their lifestyle, sleeping, stuff like that, which is great. But there are many people that we've realized that don't really take that into account when they're thinking about becoming pregnant.
So that's what we're here for, to let you guys know, fill you in.
So stay tuned for the lifestyle portion of the program, because it's really interesting.
All right.
Thank you.